You speak to a person with a disability exactly the same way you speak to a person who doesn't. But if it's in an interview process, laws and legislation prevent you from asking them if they have a disability. But what you can do is indicate that you're a disability confident employer and that you would like to make sure that if this person requires any help or accommodation of any kind, that you're offering that in the first interview. Typically when that happens, the interviewee opens up and says, yes, I do have a disability, or yes, I will need some sort of accommodation. The conversation you have with a person with a disability is exactly the same as a person who does not have a disability. When you make your first hire of a person with a disability, if it's an intellectual disability, you will have full support of a social service agency, somebody who you have connected with in the community, someone who has previously approached you and let you know what they do in the community. So you will have full support. It will be very different to you. It will be very new to you. It's going to be very exciting, and it's going to be great for your business. But yeah, you will have that support there from the beginning. In fact, the support will be ongoing. First of all, you will have job coaches who will help you to train that individual, but also you're going to have a long-term relationship with that agency. If something happens to go wrong, or that person has an illness or any other issue that you're not really sure how to take care of, you can go back to the agency, and the agency will certainly be there for you. If you have the opportunity to hire somebody who is a self-advocator, somebody who might be at a university, for example, with a disability, they may not have that social service agency working with them, but they themselves will provide you with all the support you need to make sure you make a great hire. People with disabilities tend to have better attendance records than people without disabilities, especially people who have an intellectual disability. The job is so important to them, it means so much to them, that they will be less likely to take a day off for frivolous reasons or minor illnesses and sicknesses. They tend to want to be on the job. So your attendance record will be higher, especially with an intellectual disability. Other types of disabilities, there's always that feeling that they've taken so long to get this job, their job means so much to them, that they don't want to take a risk in taking time off and having hiring managers say, look, I told you, see what I said? They would take more time off. They're always thinking that way. It's not fair, but it is a reality. Sometimes when we get into mental health disabilities, there is more time off, but those are things that can easily be accommodated on, especially in a business like mine where I have many part-time workers.